Managing information overload from courtrooms to parent inboxes. Whether you're in a divorce court trying to manage all those communications, or you're just handling your PTA and school communications for your kids, it's really hard to stay on top of all of those communications. And today we have a special guest and partner of IdeaPros. And this is Michael P. Ryan. I should say that direction. Michael P. Ryan, who is the owner of Recite. And he's going to talk to us a little bit about how to control that information overload, and even how he's wrapped in some of his passion projects and his, I would say, beliefs in what you might be protecting yourself from, into how he built this app. So Michael, first of all, Recite is an app to organize everything. What made you come up with this idea?
Hi, Tessa. Nice seeing you again. Thanks for having me. Yes, Recite came to life from a domestic legal issue I had a few years ago. There's, like 300 communication companies in the world. So everybody can imagine information overload. Actually, we saw it during COVID, all these different teachers you never heard from previously. Now you're getting their emails. So we're getting these multiple sources of emails, texts, screenshots, file sharing, and all that kind of stuff. So Recite allows you to gather all those folders, files, emails, text images, screenshots, etc., all in one spot under one line item for contact. So you can identify a contact or a group of people, say teachers, or my daughter's sports. I use it for a lot now, and they roll into one little source, so you can sort, organize, and share those communications or files, and if need be, in my case, to lawyers, so I can collect all this kind of evidence around my domestic situation, organize it, sort it, label it, tag it for my lawyers, easily shared to them. And there's 1.2 million lawyers in the United States. On average, they have 30 apiece. So imagine 30 people sending all this information. So it works for the client and allows them to help the lawyer help them. Essentially, it's what it's built for.
Right. Well, and I can think of it from obviously we have a lot of partners and a lot of projects and files that are always flying around. So I think, this is one of those things. You can use it. You can apply it to your kids and their schoolwork. You can apply it to so many things. So we're going to actually show Recite on the screen and show you guys a little bit about what it looks like. Obviously, it's a long developing an app, developing a business in the first place is a long process because you have to figure out all this stuff. You have beautiful merchandise on. You figured out a lot. How long of a journey has this been so far?
I started with the IdeaPros a few years ago, probably now. The version that's up right now was, version 1. We're actually building hot and heavy on version 2. COVID threw a few wrenches into building it, like everybody else, but really it proved a use case. Like I said, I used it for correlating all my daughter's schooling stuff. I use it for all our sports now. Take a look at your email box. Your email box is inundated with things, and the things that you got to pay attention to or need to find easily. Recite handles that for you. You correlate, these are the people I want to pay attention to. They're all top, and the rest is gone to the wayside for further action.
Yeah, and I think that's huge because it's so hard to protect your time as a business owner anyway, to be able to say, okay, I don't need to put my mind on this. And I know that's consuming me on a daily basis. So I'm actually going to be one of the use cases for you for Recite. I'm actually going to start it from the beginning and show how I'm organizing data and kind of, putting it together, because one big thing that's a challenge for apps is that you have to have those how-to videos. You have to have those, this is how you use it. You need content. And so going through the process kind of as if you were a new person in the app is one way you could do it in your own app if you need to create kind of this experience. Or you can ask friends and family, especially people like me who love to do videos and record the process. So I'm going to do a walkthrough that's going to be kind of published over time for Recite, just showing the experience. But we're going to go check it out on your website and just have you show us a little bit about, what kinds of things we're sorting in here. And then we're going to come back to your passion project and how this applies. You mentioned domestic kind of court cases and everything. We have I know you have a very deep commitment to the domestic violence prevention and how this can apply in that case in abusive situations. And October is Domestic Violence Prevention Month, Awareness Month, I should say. And they even have a big event coming up. And so I'm kind of going to sprinkle things in here about that because that's really one of the things that you're passionate about. So we're going to check out the website right now on his. So it is, you can go to getrecite.com and you're going to be able to see what this is all about. My technology is definitely being a challenge today for me, so hopefully it will cooperate. There we go. Now you should be able to see Recite, but it's not looking like it. Okay, hold on. We're going to make this work. I'm committed. It may. Oh, no. See, recite.com. Come on, cooperate with us. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, you tell me a little bit more. Obviously went through, you've been with us for a little bit. You've built the business around it. So you had to set up that whole piece. You also had to work through with an app team to create the app, what we call PRD, which is your requirements document, right? How you're going to set up the app. So did you find that over creating this app that things changed from where you thought they would be in the beginning or what you originally envisioned the app to do? Did things kind of alter or either direction, good or bad? I know we try to be totally blatantly straightforward on these shows about this journey.
Yeah, actually, I guess working with IdeaPros, they go out there to market survey to see if other things exist. They give wireframes. I don't normally have my original wireframes behind me, but I think the current version out there is probably the 4th edition. Going through the build, you initially kind of look this way, you figure out this works better, you pivot a little bit, and the next version coming out is really wonderful. Looking forward to it.
Yes. Well, and here's the Recite website. And so it is allowing you to basically, like you said, make specific contacts that you want to have prioritized, right? And then you can put what type of information is categorized as that person, right? Email, phone number. So would phone numbers pick up text? Is that how it works? Because I know you have these over here: audio, messages, shared text, lawyers. Like you're bucketing things, right?
You're bucketing things. So essentially, just think of regularly your contacts in your phone. You have all your general contact information, right? You have those emails in there. So when those emails in there, and when you hook Recite to your email account, it buckets those out. Kind of like favoriting them in your standard email situation, right? And then you can build out folder structure for files and all that kind of stuff per contact. You can actually create a template saying, this is how I like to organize my stuff. So every new contact, it creates this folder structure for you, and then you just drop it in there. You interact with it. It's like email, cloud storage, contact organization, all in one product. With all those different items, you can designate really like an assistant. You could handle your whole account for you, or you can say this contact and all these folders my lawyer has access to. So you get something you want that's evidence. You snapshot, share to Recite to this folder, and the lawyer automatically sees it. So you're helping others help you by organizing evidence around things. It's a big problem. There's 1,900 people a day in the United States who go divorce lawyers near me. Right?
Wow. So, not that we want you to be getting a divorce, but if you are, you should head over to Recite, getrecite.com, sign up, and on this page, if you scroll down, obviously at the top, you can actually access the web version of Recite. So you don't have to just be on mobile, which is a huge deal to me because most of my work is done on a computer, and it frustrates me. But it's still an app, but it's kind of like an app, a website version of the app, right? So you can start connecting things from either the app itself on your phone or the computer. So you can sign up. Go ahead and do it now, guys. I'll put this in the chat for you, but sign up, and there's more to come. So this is version 1. So it's going to get even better. It has more features, and so you can go to the website. Also, if you're not ready to really get into the app just yet, at least add yourself for the email update so you can get notified when the big changes are coming, because that is exciting. Oh, it's probably not showing when I clicked on that. It opens in a new window for some reason. Yeah, it does. Okay, that's weird. Okay, there we go. All right. So, yes, go ahead.
This is the web version. There's a web version for the big screen monitors, whatever, that has all the same function as the iOS and Android version, except a couple minor little things. But it's a same identical look and feel. You'll find, one of my frustrations with different things, you go onto these big name things, it's a different location, maybe on an iPad or a laptop versus whatever. It's all on the same spot. Easily to use, and hopefully you check it out. GetRecite.com or any of the social medias at GetRecite. We're all over the place. We appreciate the support.
Yes. Yes. And, that's the thing. I know a lot of our partners are out there, and, whether you've got a product or an app, or you're just thinking about having a product or an app, it's just awesome to connect and be able to support each other. And a lot of us are like, well, we don't know how to support our friends. Well, you can just go up and share it with somebody. We're going to have content that's coming out for you that's around the domestic violence side. And so, like it. It's simple. It's free for you guys to do. You just go and share it to your base, like it, follow, do, those are huge support items that you can do for each other. And then, obviously there's other apps. I know I see Sean Reed, who has Sage Scheduler. He's over in the chat. We have Mary. A lot of these apps are coming out. So I love that we're all working together to build each other up and help each other to succeed. But I have a couple last questions for you before I let you go. And then if you guys do have any questions for Michael, and just put it in the chat. My big question is, and I ask this of all entrepreneurs as I work through with their businesses, what advice would you give to entrepreneurs? And this is kind of candid because I didn't tell Michael I was going to ask this. He's like, oh, what are you doing? What would your best advice be? Because you've gone through this and it's been a journey. What would you tell people that are just, any stage? So brand new, doing this for a long time. What would your advice be?
Keep at it. I would say find something that you're passionate about. You want to get up and you're driven to make work, because there's a ton of ups and downs. It never goes right the first time. Just the way it is.
Awesome.
But if you're passionate about it, you're going to get up and grind and get it done.
Absolutely. Thank you. I really, really appreciate it. And if you guys, so I don't know if it copied in because it's being tricky for me. So getrecite.com. I'm just going to type it in the chat right now for y'all. Okay. See, now it's not letting me type. GetRecite. recite.com. It's in the chat. If it won't link, then I will post it again. And Michael, I think the big picture, tell us a little bit about the domestic violence awareness and that piece of you, because it's actually a big part of how you've built your business to where it is too right now.
Well, I guess what I found out in the end, and this is what really Recite does for people in that stage, it's a very powerful thing to be able to show the big picture of a situation, right? You take a little individual snippets that can be out of context or whatever and wrong. So Recite allows you to show the big picture of a domestic violence situation, and share it with your lawyers, your domestic violence advocates, all those kind of things, and it's evidence.
Right. So let's check out the website. There is, like I said, October is domestic violence awareness. If you guys, I do have some resources that I will be posting throughout as well. But this is Everyone Knows Someone, I should say. Everyone Knows Someone. And October 17th through 23rd, if you want to align with this, go check it out. And just we're putting it out there because we want people to know. I mean, there's resources and you can get help. And don't, I would say, just check it out and do it not because you know anyone, even if you don't know anyone, I should say. Do it because it's going to reach more people, is my thought. So thank you, Michael, for being on. And I'm just going to take a second. We have a couple people. So Odin asks, is there a promo video, a how-to video? That is, or a frequently asked questions, I think is what he's thinking of. I'm going to go through and create some of that for you because it is a user case, I should say. But do you have any, you've got lots of things coming out, but a video is probably going to be coming out for Recite shortly. We had a little one. It's just not super informative.
Sign up, download now. We're working on those emails and user cases. How to use Recite because it's kind of a new thought, right? I think we're the first to kind of do something like this, and I'm really excited about what it's going to do for individuals. Information overload's a big problem in these days, and
So bad.
A big problem.
I think if you look at my phone, in fact, if you looked at my phone and saw how many emails it thinks I have right now, 92,000 emails. 92,000. No joke. And that's because I have other junk emails, right? So I sign up for a lot of stuff. But the fact is, and finding people and having them come to the top of your inbox, almost impossible now. And I even have filters. So like Fred at IdeaPros, it should be telling me, hey, this is a VIP one. Does it? No, because it's getting buried. So I am going to test this out as a user who is severely loaded with information, from text to files to screenshots. I know you talked about how you can even screenshot things. That's amazing. I have so many files. So if you want to see along the journey, of course, check out getrecite.com or follow our Facebook page if you haven't already. You'll see them kind of trickle out over the next month for Recite as he builds out the next version. And Michael, thank you so much. And congratulations, because this is really big. I mean, you guys don't realize how much work it really takes to get this, get an app up, test it, do the beta testing, figure out what changes you want to make to it, and make a V2. I'm just so proud of you because you've gone through this whole thing with us. So thank you for being on, and we'll start sending people your way for sure.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Have a good one. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here. I know we have so many things to cover on these shows. Sometimes we're covering topics for entrepreneurs, like how to do what social media platforms you can automate social media posts with, to conversations with Fred Carey about mindset. We cover it all the gamut of entrepreneurial topics. If you guys haven't already followed us, you can hit the reminder bell and get notifications when we go live. You can also get more information on our blog. So it is ideapros.com/blog. And you can find out any of these topics right there with all of our videos from past shows. And Alejandra is starting to take over for our Friday Lives. So pretty soon you'll start seeing more of her on Friday Lives, but we will continue to watch. We are going to continue to provide you guys the information on Fridays at noon Pacific time. And I just want to take a minute just to shout out to the people, my diehards that are here, because I didn't get my email out since we had to switch and guest. And thank you, Michael, again. We had to switch things around today. Odin over there, thank you, from Canada. Love having you here. Kelly Reed with Sage Scheduler, and then Sean Reed, of course, sagescheduler.com. Again, another one of our IdeaPros apps. And I am equally excited about Sage Scheduler because this is me, and 100% me in the way that I want to do my business out in the world. So if you haven't gone over to sagescheduler.com, you can sign up to get notification when everything's launching for them. And Odin, it is a little like Dropbox, but it's not quite. So it is capturing things, great question though. It is capturing things and putting them into folders, but it's not using obviously the Dropbox backend, but it's even capturing things that are not considered files. So text messages and things like that, which is insane. I do not think there's anything out there like it, for sure. Hector, good to see you. Happy Friday. Legal, yes, 100%, 100% what Recite was built for in the beginning. And Ken with CrashPad was like last week, I had CrashPad on my table and I meant to show it off and I totally forgot. So we'll have to do a special little mini video and have you on, Ken, to actually show it again. And it is stout. If you guys haven't seen, crashpadproducts.com. It's a hitch protector so that you can back up to your trailer without having to have a spotter. And I literally carried it and was, oh, okay, there it is. I mean, it's so stout. So, and we have a Facebook user. I don't know who you are, but you're going to watch the replay. That's awesome. We love having new people here to watch and consume the data. And so we're going to, we are going to have guests on. So if you're interested in being a guest on the show and talking about your journey as an entrepreneur, Odin, I really do want to get you on for some marketing tips and tricks as well. And if you are interested in being a guest on the show, let me know in the chat, say guest, and I will reach out to get you guys on. All right. So have a wonderful weekend, guys. And we'll see you next week, noon Pacific time every Friday. Thanks, guys. Bye. Hey, Katie. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. I have to stop and just say, Katie with Freestyle, she went and got a video done of her product. It's coming to market soon. She has her prototype. Amazing video. Literally, I don't even have a boat and I want to buy her product. It's so amazing. But I cannot wait for her to show off her website, her videos, her photo, her experience along this whole journey. And hopefully Katie will be launching at least the website so you guys can check it out. And then even soon be doing pre-orders, my hope, if we can get that sucker going, because it's going to be so amazing. But congratulations, Katie. That video was absolutely epic. So, all right, guys, see you all next week. Bye.